Guten Morgen. As you can see, we are no longer in Solihull, Birmingham. We're in Offenbach, which is right next to Frankfurt, the beautiful city of Frankfurt. We were there yesterday, walking around exploring the area, but today we're 3 days out. We arrived here yesterday, so this is like the first full day here. Just got check-ins for Callum. Today, I woke up the lightest I've been this entire prep at 206.4 pounds, which is crazy that we've already lost the water weight from the flight. The concept of hitting the lowest weight the day after a flight, is unheard of. So there is more condition to come, which is madness. But this is the Airbnb we got. Freaking epic. So I'm gonna give you a brief tour. Stu is right there doing Hardbody customer service. This is the kitchen. Very wide space, very like open plan. Bought all this stuff from the UK, so we're fully prepared. But the kitchen space itself is pretty much everything we could ever have wanted. Already went shopping yesterday, so we've got everything we need, including the caffeine, because I'm surviving on this stuff right now. And these are absolutely 10 out of 10. Maybe they just taste better for me now because I haven't had a refeed in like 7.5 weeks. But we've got most of the ingredients. The only thing we don't have is oats, which means the steps we're about to get in, because I've got to do a 30-minute walk to start off every day, because cardio this week has been completely pulled to decrease stress, decrease inflammation, and the work has been done. So the main goal right now is actually bringing stress levels down, making sure expenditure is in a relatively okay place, and that can just be done with steps. So starting the day off, obviously got to take my morning supplements, gonna go walk to the shop, get those oats and prep the food for today. Yesterday was a low day, today is a base day, and then tomorrow is the refeed. The first time I'm gonna get a refeed or carb up or any extra food in what will be almost 8 weeks. Obviously, I've not really vlogged much the last 3 weeks, ever since I shaved my face, other than now. Why is that?
Honestly, it's almost a good thing. I've seen you like lock in, like to be fair, probably like I've never seen before in comparison to last year's prep when I actually started living with you and knew what it was like to see you on prep. I've kind of seen a dedication that I knew was there, and obviously I watched the videos for years, so like it was always interesting to now get to live with you and see it in person. But this prep has just been different because you have locked in, whether it means getting your training done some nights later than you may want, getting your meals actually in, whatever has to be done is getting done. And like, yeah, you've let the outside noise stay outside, you've concentrated on what actually matters, and that's kind of why you're here, probably in the condition that you're in, I think. So yeah,
the most pleasant thing, and I feel like I've massively missed some of the enjoyment part of this prep by vlogging and keeping you guys updated in the way that I want to be able to lock into this, to bring a package to the stage in 3 days that I've never bought before. I had to do something I've never done before. There's loads of stuff on social media always, Instagram, stories, comparisons, critiques, all these people, but it is just noise. It's motivation, and it's honestly added to the experience in terms of making it a positive for myself. But what really matters is what happens here with Hardbody being ran by myself, my best mate, my relationship, my family, and my dream. And in 3 days, it's all coming true. This is the rest of the space, massive open plan. I can pose right here in the center of the carpet when my dad gets here and my girlfriend, because they're coming here in the next few days, because they're coming here tomorrow. They can sit there basically, and I'm gonna be stood right there. Because when training gets pulled, because this is the last session before this show today, you're gonna witness the final pump up essentially. I can run through posing again and again and again, and I'm gonna have my little judging panel right here. We're just gonna run through the music, run through the posing, make sure everything's clean and polished. I'll obviously have the ability to do this with my family and the people that I love as well, which is cool. I literally got this body weight scale yesterday. Nice big mirror. We can actually do washing here too, which is great, so if we dirty anything, and a massive shower to get the post-show tan off. I just hope I don't destroy it. This is the entranceway. There's a massive mirror right there and a shoehorn longer than anything else I've seen. And then through this door is my bedroom, which is honestly the perfect setup. So I've got my workstation right here. I've got a food scale so I can weigh all my food today, but obviously still got Hardbody to run. I might be shredded. I might be dieting myself myself into the ground, but we still got a business. This is where it's at. We've got the Pro Tan, so I can do my base tan. I got 2 of these and the little mitten, so I can apply it. I got myself a Nintendo Switch 2 yesterday because while I was doing some shopping, getting some random bits, this came out like a month ago. So I thought, you know what? I've been working really hard recently. Hardbody's doing absolutely crazy, so getting like small purchases like this, I mean, I should be able to enjoy it, right? And an absolutely epic game to start, freaking Cyberpunk. And that's on charge right here, so I can play it during the next few days on the plane and whatever else. I've always been a bit of a gamer at heart. Fully unpacked, this is the clothes. I didn't really bring much, so I went shopping for some nice clothes yesterday. I got these from Pull & Bear, some nice jeans, a belt, basically like post-show outfits, something just chill and relaxed. Picked up 2 pairs of shoes yesterday because I realized I haven't treated myself to a pair of shoes in a while. Yesterday was a rest day, so it was just 12k steps, so I had a reason to go and shop, obviously. Pretty freaking beautiful Jordan 4s. It was nice to treat myself because I haven't bought myself anything in the last 4 months. I've invested 6 figures into Hardbody literally in the last like 4 months or like more. We've got tens of thousands of stock coming because we keep on selling out. We had a summer sale. We reached our best month ever in the history of the company. Destroyed last year's Black Friday, which is crazy, which means this year's Black Friday could be literally hundreds of thousands of pounds. Crazy. So that obviously still needs to be run, which is why Stu can take the load off while I'm peaking properly, so I can step away from it for a minute, make sure that I'm doing everything I need to do for this prep. I'm gonna get some clothes on. We're gonna head out, get some steps. It's just the final session, de-stressing, relaxing, getting food in, and tomorrow carbon up. We're almost there, people. The pro debut. We've almost made it.
Erdgeschoss.
No.
Türen werden geöffnet.
Not being funny, when we walked out of the Airbnb and that dog started barking, we absolutely crapped ourselves. That was a big boy. Maybe like some of the big boys I'm gonna be against this weekend. Oats have been secured and Stu got some delicious looking snacks that he's going to be hiding in his bedroom because I don't want the temptation. Treats and things and whatever else that I can have on Sunday. I'm going to go back to Lidl because Lidl's got a nice selection of Kinder Bueno. As well as the fact that we actually went, when we were shopping yesterday, we asked a few guys if there was any places open quite late on a Sunday because the show's going to run quite late, and apparently there's an entire street dedicated to the shit you want to eat when you're pissed, which is exactly where I want to be.
I was fully sure we left the key in the apartment.
Man, I'm prepared.
I was ready for you to go crazy having no meals. Start eating raw oats. Jola?
We've entered the dead zone.
Does that taste good?
That's the good shit. You know, this to me now tastes like this tastes to you.
They're fucking amazing. I can see it in your eyes.
Got my eggs too. I'm gonna have a chicken and rice meal next. Another oats, and then gym for the final pump. I can't even talk right now. Pre-workout and post-workout meal have been made. We've got a bit more rice today, which is great. We've got 80 grams dry weight in both meals, 200 grams of chicken, 50 grams veg, and I've got pineapple with this first meal. I'm gonna eat this. I've got to keep on top of water because I gotta have 6 liters of water a day. I've got the rest of this shaker, which is 700 milliliters, and then I'm gonna drink 1 more shaker of water throughout the, well, probably before the gym to be fair, more afterwards, just keep the hydration point around the actual workout itself. I've already had a few of these today, but as long as I'm having my 6 liters, then everything is a-okay. Salt is at 2 grams per meal, so salt is about 10 grams throughout the day. It'll be pretty much the same thing tomorrow too. Water might go to 8 liters or 7 liters. Typically you stop drinking water after carving up and everything at about 6 p.m. so you can fully dry out, because then you take your diazide and everything before bed, and then a little bit more in the morning, and then you continue to get leaner and drier and fuller. Fuck, we've got Superdrol and Anadrol this year. I've let go of controlling the range of certain things. I'm just saying yes to Callum in terms of what he wants me to do. Usually before he'd like put something out there, I'd be like, oh no, we've never done that before, bro, we can't do that. But he is the man with the plan. And I mean, Callum is the UK's #1 coach for a reason. Bon appetit, I'm gonna get the pineapple and then head to the gym. We've come to this gym called 7-Eleven. There's a few here actually, but the ones that were like around, this one's the one that has the most variety, the most like bodybuildery. There was a couple gyms that were like a little bit further out that would be sick for like a heavy ass workout. Like it would have been really cool if I was able to actually use the machines that it offered. If I was to get this far through this prep and tear a muscle at the end, best believe I'm not lifting any weight. Nothing. I'd rather be small on stage, because I said to myself at the start of this prep, I asked for the strength. It was like when I prayed, right? It was episode 1. At the end of the video, I prayed for the strength to get to the end injury free. And if we get past this hurdle, this final session, that prayer came true. And it did come with its fair share of challenges. It did come with its fair share of hurdles and things that I had to overcome, mental battles, different things that I basically asked God. I said, if you're gonna grant me this ability to get to stage injury free, then I give you free reign to just throw whatever you can at me, and I'll overcome it and I'll find the strength to do that. And he did, or it did, or the energy in the world did, whatever it is. Other than this rain, we continue to overcome. So let's go do this.
Hi.
Hello.
Trying to make a booking tomorrow.
Yes, good. Still working with Callum?
Yes. He's coming here tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's crazy how when you compete and stuff, it brings people together, because I haven't seen this guy for a long time. So I went to his gym in Poland 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years ago. One of the classic guys that, this guy. So we had he is absolutely massive. We had a call a few days ago, because I was just like, you know, you see people on Instagram. I looked up to his physique, the sheer classic size that he has, and I was like, man, I'm gonna be on stage with this guy. I got some work to do. But no, we had a call. It was real nice. Have you had carbs yet? Have you eaten?
No carbs.
No carbs.
Wait.
Bro, you have like eggs with fruit, peanut butter, protein and fats.
Yes. Low carb, very low carb. 20 grams carbs.
Today,
This guy's fucking crazy. It's gonna be fun. I don't know what this is. Oh Jesus. It smells pretty good. Maybe it's really bad though. It just smells good to me.
First time doing that, is it?
I don't know what I'm doing. This machine, it's not really feeling good when I'm gripping it like this. It's not giving me the sort of angle that I want. And also you can't really hook underneath because it twists your arm. The way I'm twisting my arm, it's actually bringing like my whole wrist around, which is really uncomfortable. But if you have an adjustable cuff with Hardbody, you don't only have to attach it to your ankle or your wrist. You can literally hook it to stuff and it works just fine. Doing this exercise, it feels like my pink Himalayan salt shaker, my muscle, like crack, 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 crack. I'm as dry as an Arab's flip-flop that's been walking in the desert sands of Persia for 72 days and 49 nights. Doesn't make any sense. So ready to just pose and eat my next meal. as fuck. And just like that, the final session is done. Oh my God. I'm gonna go downstairs to the bathroom now, take some check-ins for Callum, and then have my next meal. But so many emotions during that whole thing. Seeing my competition around me, seeing myself fade away physically and mentally, feeling weaker than anything, but forcing myself to push on, knowing everything that I desire is just around the corner, with whatever that may be. It's just around the corner, so it's worth holding on for. Competing's hard, man. It's hard. It's definitely not for the faint-hearted, but hard is in my freaking last name. Harding, Hardbody, Hardsups. I got no business associating myself with anything that isn't hard, and that's just the way it's always going to be. Back in the Airbnb, and we are in bed right now. So the time is currently 12:15, which actually means in the UK it is 11:15. So a bit of an earlier night than I'm used to, but this is definitely necessary because today was the last day on my base day diet, which actually means that tomorrow is the first day that I'm going to be able to eat carbs or higher calories. I can't tell you how proud I feel to be able to say that now, because I understand, and I'm going to say this from a very real place, and it's not something that I thought that I would talk about, and it's not something that I thought I would admit, or even come to the realization of, to be honest, because I know that there's a lot of people watching this right now that think I don't take bodybuilding very seriously, that I don't give this sport the respect that it deserves. And this has come about from multiple conversations from multiple people that I hold very close to my heart. And the only way I can really explain the way that makes me feel is firstly very motivated, because I have this opportunity now to prove a lot of people wrong. Because I know how much I care about bodybuilding, and I know how much this means to me. I wouldn't have done this to myself if it didn't. I wouldn't have put myself through this. But I also understand how much more seriously it can be taken. This year I sacrificed a lot of my time, a lot of my body, honestly, and the progress I could have made on the off season to build a company. The excuse for that was knowing that it's not bodybuilding that's going to put food on my children's tables when I'm old, but having a fully fledged running business will. I think that's a limiting perspective that I've had, or an excuse to hide behind my laptop when I was feeling demotivated. Bodybuilding is the only reason I actually have anything at all. I have this channel. You guys are watching me right now. It's all from bodybuilding. I've had a shift in perspective, and I think this is a really important thing to say 3 days out. And I think I owe it to the fans of bodybuilding and the supporters of me that want to see me thrive. Because I know the genetics I have. I understand the muscle insertions I have. I know the small waist I have. I know what I've been blessed with. And I've also been blessed with this opportunity to have the time, the finances, and the ability to put bodybuilding first. Over the course of this last year, I've planted seeds. Stu's on full time. He can now do my job with Hardbody. We have more employees. I should probably hire one more person to fill the gap when I'm away, so I can fully apply myself to bodybuilding. To paint a picture what this really means, and what the reason I'm saying this is because there was times over the last year where, let's call it 1 year, the first 3 months I tore my shoulder, so I couldn't train properly. That made me fall out of love with the gym. I had an opportunity after being healed to really gun it, to really go for it. I'd already fallen out of it though. My day looked like I'd wake up, I'd go for like a little walk, and I'd make a meal. Sometimes I wouldn't make a meal. Sometimes I'd go to the shop and I'd get 2 meal deals, 2 wraps, 2 chicken sticks, some eggs, and granted the calories were good, but the protein wasn't, the micronutrients weren't, just generally like it was way more high fat than it needed to be. But that would fill me up, and then at the night time I would order Uber Eats after working at my laptop, building my company all day, from like 10 o'clock until like 2 in the morning. I say I did like 16 hours to 22 hour shifts, more often than I would care to admit. It's pretty scary to really like think about it, to know how much I left on the table. One thing I realized is that Hardbody wouldn't be in the place that it is right now for me to be able to take that step back, to be able to apply myself to bodybuilding. So I'm glad overall that it happened. But now I have an opportunity to show this world, to show myself that I'm able to stick to my word. I said I would build a multi-million-pound company. I said I would get a pro card. I said I would do these other things I've done. And now I'm saying this. When this prep is all done, and I've done the shows that I choose to do, I'm excited to see myself next to these guys. After seeing the dude that I met today in the gym, seeing him in person, I was absolutely shocked at how much muscle a person can have. It's going to be very motivating to see myself on stage next to someone of this caliber. And it's going to be proof to me, because I work on data, I work on images, I work on almost like analytical proof to know how to breach the gap and how big that gap is. And if it seems impossible, it's only going to make me want to do it more. I wanted to share what was in my mind right now, because obviously I could lie here and be like, you know what? Today was smashed, because it was. I hit my calories, because I did. I did my steps, because I did. I did my final pump session that was amazing, and I was exhausted. I took check-in pictures, I sent it to my coach. I did. I did every single thing as I've done this entire freaking prep to make it the best prep ever. Have I cheated on my diet during this entire time? No. One of the reasons why my word in bodybuilding hasn't really got much weight in previous years is because of the fact that I've always slipped up near the end. So I told myself this year that wouldn't happen, and it's very clear that it hasn't. And I'm very proud of that. But just because there is one win doesn't excuse the ones that are absent. So we've got many more wins in bodybuilding to find, and now I have a responsibility to apply myself to the remainder of this prep, and then we grow. We fucking grow. I think it's time I actually took an off-season seriously, you know, because if I can build the physique I have on meal deals and ramen noodles while building a company, then I can't even imagine what I could do with a solid foundation of food consistently, eating in a caloric surplus every single day with good quality food, training 5-6 times a week, adequate rest, and a few really, really good cycles. So I'm already excited for the shows of 2026 before the ones of 2025 have even been done. And Kai Green said, dare to dream. My original inspiration. So I might just dare and dream this dream. And how, what do you expect? I'm 3 days out, of course I'm being poetic. Give me a break. That is it for the 3 days out video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know there wasn't a video since like 2.5 weeks out, but I hope it makes sense why. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Turn on post notifications, subscribe if you haven't already, because it helps this channel grow. And I'll see you 2 days out. Peace.